playoff basketball here on 2K Sports. Game 2, we're bringing... It'll be the Rockets off the tip. So the Houston starting 5. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. Pass to Kemp. Here's our test. And there's a pick. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Wiseman, pass to Smart. Back to Wiseman. Now, here is James. Smart, looking around. James, outside from 20 feet, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, I tell you, LeBron over the years has really fine-tuned that jump shot. Give the king his props for the extra work.
Anderson for 3, and it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Out to James. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Right side, Anderson. Down low. Wiseman with a steal. On the drive, Smart. Holmgren outside. Smart against Anderson. Smart passes to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And he banks in the layup. James has gotten his second bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Smart against Anderson. Smart passes to James. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. Count that bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Anderson on the wing, defended by Smart. Anderson against Wiseman. Here's Artest. Pass to Kemp. 5 on the clock. Now here's Anderson, guarded by Wiseman. The shot by Mutombo, no good. The Lakers lead by 4. And here's Smart. To the left wing. Here's James. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. James has got 7 points in the game.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
Anderson against Smart. Now here's Anderson. Not a lot of room. Such a wide open look.
That's how you up the ante. Come on. Right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Smart against Anderson. The 3, James. Kemp with the rebound. Houston trails by 4. Here's Anderson. Ooh, rejected by Wiseman. Here's James. Shots blocked.
Long arms and quick reflexes from Kemp allow him to get all over that shot there.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. But Chafino's checked in for Smart. And Houston making a change here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Now Hill. Pass to Artest. And Houston, another 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the middle. It's intercepted. In transition, here they come. Pushing it up now. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Here's Artest. Pass to Hill. Here's Artest. Tipped. Houston with another miss.
Well, he's a really good shooter. Got a good look from medium range, and I think they'll go back to that.
Great crossover to get free.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Houston trails by 4. And so a timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Teams deciding to change it up. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. A minute 9 left in the first quarter here. Ellis outside. Pass to Anderson. Wagner with a screen. Anderson drives. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Really clever move by Anderson that time on the drive. The defense wasn't ready to stop him, and he took advantage.
Inside. Outside Pritchard. Here's Hickson. To the right side. Here's Hood-Schifino. He's guarded by Ellis. Hickson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
Pritchard against Anderson. Wagner on the wing. Kicks it out to Anderson. Over Pritchard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Los Angeles up 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And we're back with you, folks, as this exciting Western Conference semifinal game rolls on. Guys, what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Rudy Gay. Holmgren is out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hickson in at the power forward. That's the Laker 5. Anderson with it. Wagner with a screen. Anderson inside. Holmgren's there. Anderson can't get it to go. Pass to Pritchard. To the inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's Anderson on the wing, defended by Pritchard. Wagner with a screen. Robinson passes to Wagner. Oh, it's stolen by Gay. Here's Hood-Schifino. And he taps off the break with a monster slam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Ellis outside. Pass to Anderson. Holmgren with the block.
And Holmgren says, meet me at the summit. I'm a certified rim protector.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And Houston will go for a different look here. Here's Anderson. Hill, the pass to Anderson. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. With some arc. Artest can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 10. Pass to Smart. Here's Hood-Schifino. Smart outside. Now here's Holmgren. And here's Smart. Holmgren with a screen on Anderson. On the drive, Smart from deep. Holmgren, that's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. And the Lakers lead by 13. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here's Hill. No points yet. They get back on track. White, the pass to Hill. Holmgren with the block.
I mean, what an incredible reach he has. Holmgren should strike fear into any shooter when he's on the floor.
Anderson gets the bucket.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
Here's Ferry. Smart outside. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Houston. In transition, here they come. Here's Artest. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Artest has got 5 points.
You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. LeBron James is second.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Smart against Hill. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. They grabbed their own miss. Ashik, good.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pass to Artest. Here's Kemp. He's covered by Connect. Here's Kemp. And here is Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by Ashik.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
And he lobs it up top.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Outside, Hill gets the 3 ball to go. Hill's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And you look at George Hill, his three-point shot, very reliable. A proficient scorer from behind the arc.
James, outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart has got 4 assists in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Houston trails by 11. Shoots. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to James. Back to Smart. Now James takes a 3. Kemp with a rebound. 34 seconds left in the first half. Check by James. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Check by James. From deep. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wagner. So it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for Houston.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're planning a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They're trying to even the series at one apiece. Kenny, how critical is this win for them?
You might say it's still early, but you don't want to drop two in a row on your home court now.
I agree. They've already lost home court advantage. Don't want to dig that hole any deeper.
And that would be deep, just like your analysis is from time to time, guys. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
So it's Los Angeles now. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. And it's Artest in at the small forward position. Nice work inside from James.
LeBron, so special. Can put points on the board in a hurry.
Anderson against Smart. Pass to Artest. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 6.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Kim's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Anderson. They set the screen. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Anderson's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, the sweet stroke of Kenny Anderson. Why do all lefties look so sweet shooting the ball?
Holmgren right side. Smart outside. And there's James from the arc. Mutombo with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James outside. From deep. Mutombo with the rebound.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Here's Artest. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And the Lakers have possession.
First team foul.
Here's Smart. He's scoreless. Pass to James. LeBron for three.
Already showing signs. James has the potential, I think, to develop that catch-and-shoot jumper to where it's a lethal weapon.
It's Anderson on the wing. He has 7. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Mutombo has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
Kemp with the rebound. Houston trails by 7. Outside, Anderson. Defended by Smart. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
No good from outside.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Up top, Anderson. 7 points in the game. Off target from three-point range.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Smart. Deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's James. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. James is has got 19 points. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Los Angeles making a change here. Pritchard's checked in. Houston trails by 7. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Artest. 4-3. They get it back. He's off on that one. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. A minute and a half left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Holmgren. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Artest. Houston has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Houston working the ball around. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. He's got 11.
Talk about the range. I mean, he's got amazing feel from that distance. Whew.
And there's James from the arc. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. 29 seconds left in the third. And here's James. 22 points for him. Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. The shot comes out. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they love to see every possession in this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Rudy Gay, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Smart outside. Kemp with a rebound. Kemp's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Ellis. Here's Artest. Here's Perkins. Houston needs to get off a shot. Here's Ellis. Hickson with a rebound. The Lakers lead by 5. And it falls all over the rim and in.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep the defense guessing.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Artest. This one for 3. Second chance effort. And he lays it up and in. Perkins has got his first 2 points.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play, and you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Checked in for Houston. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we've worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Fires from deep. The Lakers with another miss.
Well, if he can somehow get into a rhythm offensively, I think they could stretch this lead.
Here's Kemp. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
An explosive leaper. This guy has bounce for days. Kemp beating the defender there with that big-time vertical.
It's Smart on the wing. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. They set the pick from deep. Gay. Ellis with a rebound. Houston trails by 3. Oh, deflected. Lets it fly. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. Wiseman, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Wiseman.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Los Angeles. LeBron comes in for Gay. And Houston has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Clock at 6. Mutombo, the pass to Kemp. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
You know, this speaks volumes to Kemp's freakish athletic ability. I mean, he's always looking to punch it off the alley-oop.
James, outside.
Oh, my goodness! Anything in the bag. Oh, that one.
Yeah!
Bring it home. Send it in. Throw it down.
Outside, Anderson. Three-pointer, no good. The Lakers lead by 5. Now James. Oh, he dropped in a sweet J.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Houston trails by 7. Check by James. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Check by James. Yes! Using that window!
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Anderson against Smart. Here's James. Up top, Smart. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Houston trails by 8. Check by James. He drills the wide open jumper. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Smart outside. From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
So cool to see a young scorer like LeBron, who probably loves to pass more than he likes scoring.
Check by James. There's a screen. Deflected. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Los Angeles ball.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Let's loose for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And so that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Lakers.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
What's left to say about his performance? I mean, the fans definitely got their money's worth.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Holmgren. Shoots a 3. That's off.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
He launches. Oh, it misses. Here's the pass to Smart. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. And really, any win is a big win here in the postseason.
Yeah, every game counts now, and there's no second chances. So they must be pleased with the results.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's reveal our player of the game, LeBron James.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff. Take a look at the 76ers. This game could be an indicator of where they stand. Greg, do you think they have what it takes to make a legitimate championship run?
I think all the teams that are still around are contenders. But you're right. We're at a stage where the special teams start to separate themselves. If they do have what it takes to win it all, I want to see that tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Williams. Rubber is out there with Brandon Miller. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Thompson against Smith. Pass to Castle. DiVincenzo against Smith. And here is Duran. Defended by DiVincenzo. Off target with the close-range fadeaway. On the wing, Miller. He's covered by Thompson. Williams kicks to Miller. Williams against Castle. Miller with a wide open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now Castle. Pass to Duran. Back to Castle. The Bucks working the ball around. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Out to Miller, beyond the arc. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Smith against Miller. 14 feet away. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Miller outside. Williams kicks to Miller. Castle against Williams. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the three off target. Milwaukee in the lead. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. They set the pick. Here's Castle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
The Bucks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one is off. And ladies check in for Asar Thompson. Circle is checked in for Philadelphia. He hits the second from the line. And here is Williams. Still scoreless. Turkoglu outside. Pass to Miller for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. They lost their last game on Tuesday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Miller with a screen on Smith. So the wing on the left. Back to Williams. And it's Turkoglu top the key. Shot clock at 6. Miller dishes to Williams. Trying to get something going. Rebounded by Castle. Milwaukee leading by 4. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Inside, stolen by Weber. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Miller's got 5 now.
It's just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Bucks with some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Jalen Duren. And it's Chalmers in for Smith. And it's Chalmers with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Pass to Castle. They set the pick. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
The 76ers trail by 4. Outside Williams. Back to Miller. Weber outside. Left side Miller. And the shot goes in. Miller's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Weber against Castle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Trey Johnson.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Bucks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Hedo Turkoglu's checked in for Brandon Miller. And Trey Jones subbed in for Williams. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Jones against Chalmers. Johnson, the pass to Turkoglu. Up top, Weber. Back to Turkoglu. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Here is Chalmers. Fires for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
They've got Chang. Dunleavy is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Boris Diaw. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To Dunleavy. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. There's the pick. For 3, Diaw. Weber pulls it in. The 76ers trail. To the inside. Here's Lively. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu. Lively's got his first points in this one. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Over in the corner, Williams. Over Chalmers. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Basket Chang. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Dunleavy, covered by Johnson. Here's Diaw, throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. It's on Hedo Turkoglu.
And Diaw is so selective when it comes to shooting, but he's not going to pass up those dunks.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. some changes here for the 76ers. Okongwu's checked in for Jarek Lively. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Johnson. And Hawkins subbed in for Lou Williams. And that one falls for Diaw.
And Boris Diaw, one of those guys that creates so many problems for opposing teams because of his incredible versatility on that front line.
Turkoglu right side. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Turkoglu's got his first basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
That's to Dunleavy. There's the pick. Here he goes. And he slams it one-handed.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Pass to Turkoglu from outside the arc. Got a piece of it. Here now is Weber. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got his third assist on the night.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's the screen. To the middle. And, oh, here we go. Turkoglu's got the fast break chance.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For Philadelphia. Alexander's checked in for Okongwu. Brandon Miller comes in for Turkoglu. And it's Williams in for Hawkins. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Miller. Shoots the three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Diaw. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Diaw's got 8 points.
And this close in, Diaw can finish strong. No need to hold back. My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Smith outside. Lets it go from 11, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lobbed up there for Miller.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to Smith. Shoots. Alexander grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The shot's good from Smith.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here is Miller. Good on the triple. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with him.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. In for Milwaukee. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the 76ers. Okongwu comes in for Alexander. Williams against Castle. Pass to Landale. Stolen by Lively. And here is DiVincenzo. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
1:27 left to play in the first half. Outside Williams. And the call is going to be, yes it is, an illegal screen. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Castle finds Duran. Smith outside. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Miller outside. Weber with a screen on Thompson. Count that one. Miller's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pass to Castle. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game. That one falls. Castle's got 5 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Williams against Castle. Outside Williams. Pass to Weber. Just 3 on the clock. And he lays it up and in. He's got 6.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from that.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. We've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm with Coach Udoka, specifically on defense. Would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
Look, terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot.
Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. And looking at where and that'll do it for.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Williams. Then it's Weber. Then it's Miller. Rob. DiVincenzo with it. Now Smith defending. DiVincenzo kicks to Miller. No good on the three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
No good that time. Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Miller with another miss.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Good on the shot.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Pass to DiVincenzo. 76ers moving the ball around. Now Williams. Never outside on the wing, Miller. Outside to Weber. 6 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And mismanagement of the shot clock, the 35-second shot clock, as they'll turn it over without getting a shot off in time. Milwaukee in the lead. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Duran. Here's Smith. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Castle with it. 5 points in the game. They swipe it. DiVincenzo with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And we know Williams can shoot it, but he can do this as well. Great 3-level scoring ability.
Thompson outside. Castle finds Thompson. Smith outside. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jumper for 2. Smith's got 13.
And for Smith, I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty more nights like this.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Williams. Pass to Miller for the lead. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Milwaukee ball. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Castle. There's a good screen. Down low. Nails the baby hook. He's got 10.
He took it right to the racket door. There's no one that can stop him.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Fades and shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. Smith against Miller. Smith the pass to Duran. Here's Castle. Now here is Smith. He's got 13. Pass to Duran. Lays it up off the glass. Duran's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks. Philadelphia's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here is Miller. He's covered by Thompson. Weber against Duran. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Ooh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the first one at the line is good. Boris Diaz checked in for Asar Thompson. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Smith against Miller. Now, here's Diaz. Guarded closely. Over Johnson. Diaz can't hit. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 5. Smith the pass to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pass to Johnson. And here's Miller. This one for 3. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Miller's got 17 now.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Shot from 12. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The 76ers trail by 6. Williams looking around. Pass to Miller. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Miller's got 6 points in the quarter.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. A different look from Milwaukee. Tavo Cephalosha has checked in for Jalen Duran. Dunleavy comes in for Smith. And it's Chalmers in for Stephon Castle. Diao dishes to Chalmers. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. To the paint. To Dunleavy. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Turkoglu against Cephalosha. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Lively a screen on Cephalosha. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Weber. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu. Weber's got 9 points.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks ahead, up. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinal. Channing Frye out there with Boris Diaw. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Chalmers. And it's Castle in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 3. On the wing, Jones. Castle covering. Out to Miller. It's good. Miller's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the 76ers.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Gasol against DiVincenzo. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Some changes here for the Bucks. Jacques Landale comes in for Channing Frye. That's Dunleavy in for Chalmers. Here's Jones. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. It's Miller on the wing. Back to Jones. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. They get it again. Okongwu. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Pass to Diaw. For 3, Dunleavy buries the long-range jumper.
And this is what he does. Stretch the floor with deep range. You have to close out hard on Dunleavy.
DiVincenzo passes to Okongwu. Miller surveying the floor. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. On the mark with the 15-footer. Miller's got 10 points here in the 2nd half.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Now Castle from past the arc. And Jones pulls it down.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
To DiVincenzo. With the drive and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. So both teams changing it up here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Now here is Smith, covered by Miller. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Smith. Back to Castle. To Duran. Smith outside. Now Castle. He's guarded by Williams. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Weber.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. That one is no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. He misses the putback. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now DiVincenzo. To take the lead. Does not go. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. 3, good.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
The 76ers trail by 4. And here is Williams. 17-foot shot away. It's off target. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Durant. Outside, Smith fires the 3, buries the deep ball.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now here's Williams. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Thompson.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. The shot is off. The 76ers trail by 7. Good on the basket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Oh, what a play inside.
And how about the vision from Castle, spotting that opening and making the pass on time.
And stolen by Castle. Does not go in. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Cover in the post. Defended by Duran. Layup no good. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Williams against Castle. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't, Greg, big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Duncan, you heated up and you had this crowd bouncing in the stand.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinal.
2, Anthony Warner.
So off the tip, it's Los Angeles. So here's the Clippers starting group. Nicholas Batum out there with Anthony Black. Then it's Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Smith. And it's Christopher in at the center. Here's Shepard. Pass to Bailey. Puts up a three. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, Shepard has a knack of giving his teammates open looks.
Now here's Black. Smith left side. Back to Black. Now here's Anthony. Fires for three. Knocks down the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Shepard. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Ooh, got that one up quick. Bailey's got 5 now.
And Shepard is an unselfish guard. He's fantastic at moving the ball and setting up his teammates.
Anthony outside. There's the three. And Los Angeles, another three.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Anthony's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. Smith with a screen on Anthony. Out to the right wing. And here's Bailey for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Batum in the post. To the middle. Pass to Anthony. The 3 is up. The rebound by Bamba. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Bailey. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Anthony, pass to Black. Back to Anthony. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Drops in the 3. 9 points in the game.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Pass to Bailey. Here's the 3. Here's Bamba. Off target at the rim.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Christopher misses. Heat trail by 4. Here's Shepard. Pass to Bailey. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Bailey's got 8.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Anthony with a bucket.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Clippers making a change here. Carter's checked in. And Real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Jabari Smith, number 1. Pass to Shepard. And here's Edwards. Launches it. Hits the trifecta.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Now Black. Still without a bucket. They set a pick. Three-pointer, Anthony fires in the triple.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Here's Shepard. He's checked by Carter. Pass to Bailey. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Smith passes to Black. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Anthony outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
The Clippers lead by 7. Carter, the pass to Black. Anthony outside. The 3 is up. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter here. Now here's Edwards. Black defending. Outside Carter. Pass to Black. Three-pointer, Anthony. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Heat with some changes. Jokic is checked in for Bamba, and Williams is subbed in for Bailey. Carter, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Outside, Williams. Pass to Shepard. Here's Jokic. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Black outside. Now here's Anthony. Launches a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Jokic. Up and over Carter. And again, no good by Miami.
They've been just a little bit better on the glass so far, showing their tremendous work ethic.
Carter with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
A big-time effort for Carmelo Anthony, providing a lot of energy for the Los Angeles Clippers. He put up a jaw-dropping number of three-pointers, an exceptional single-quarter performance. Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. They've got Anthony Black, and it's Salon in at power forward.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those. Great D. Affecting the shot, then crashing the boards.
Dick, the pass to Carter. From downtown, Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Down low. Good work defensively by Dick.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
From outside, off the mark. Heat trail by 16. Here's Shepard. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Carter. And the Clippers miss again. The Heat have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. The putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's Conan Niederhauser. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he jams it home with authority.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Shepard. No made baskets yet. It's Edwards on the wing. From the arc. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers lead by 16. Black outside. Back to Smith. Pass to Black. Carter on the wing. The three. Smith with the rebound. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Shepard. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Edwards, the pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, I like when they involve Smith in these pick and rolls because he's agile and good at knowing where to go.
And here's Black. Back to Carter. Black passes to Smith. Drains the triple. Smith's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Heat trail by 17. Here's Shepard. Still no points. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Pass to Black. Smith outside. The 3 ball. Knocks down the long J. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
For 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Carter can't get it to go.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Pass to Jack. Shot from the wing, and there it is for him. He's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Checked in for Miami. Ford comes in for Shepard. And then for Los Angeles, Clowney, he's checked in for Salon. Anthony comes in for Carter. And Simon has subbed in for Black. Now here's Simons. Anthony outside. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Anthony's got 30.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Bailey. A minute 53 left to play in the first half. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bailey's got 11.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 7 points in the game.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Three-pointer Anthony. Tries again, and the layup is good.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Smith outside. The three. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Bamba's checked in for Miami. Shepard comes in for Ford. Christopher, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Black comes in for Simons. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Anthony. Pass to Bailey. Here's Shepard. To the wing, right side. Bamba, a screen on Batum. And here's Bailey for three. And the three-pointer goes. Bailey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Listen, it's a team sport. But without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Anthony outside. Fires the three. Good! Another from three.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Coming into halftime of Game 2, there's an air of confidence for the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know who's having a great time watching these guys launch it from downtown? Me. You know who's not? Wilt Chamberlain over there.
Yeah, I don't even want to look in his direction. Taking a look at how the series is going for the Heat. Things not looking great. Trailing big. How do they rally back?
Oh, you're asking me? I don't know. I'll give it to Coach Kenny over there. Who you got, Jet?
Well, this is where pride has to kick in. Down in the series, backs against the walls. Are you going to pack it in, or do you want to battle?
That is the question. Men or mice? Got to stick with it. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Bailey. Anthony Edwards out there with Shepard. Then it's Mo Bamba, and it's Smith in at the 4. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Bailey's shot is off. The Clippers lead by 21. Now Black. No points so far. Anthony outside. Three-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Bailey. Three-pointer. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Smith with a screen on Batum. Pass to Bailey. 90 seconds into the second half now. He buries it from 3. Bailey's got 20 points.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
The 3, Anthony connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And has now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
Timeout.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's take a look at who's been lights out from beyond the arc in this year's playoffs. Jabari Smith third.
Some guys thrive on the postseason pressure. He's been an unbelievable floor spacer for them.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Bailey. Miami moving it around. Lets it fly. Christopher with a rebound. Christopher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now Black. Anthony right side. There's the 3. And again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game. Pass to Bailey. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the left side wing. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bailey. Give him 20. Again, the Heat misses.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Black. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Here's Shepard. He's guarded by Anthony. Smith with a screen on Anthony. And here's Bailey for three. That shot is off.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Black passes to Smith. To the paint. Here's Christopher. Cranked it in off the glass. Christopher's got his first points of the game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Bailey's shot is off.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to Batum from the arc. Pure from three-point range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Bailey gets it to go.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pass to Anthony. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Bailey. Fires for three. Christopher with a rebound. Christopher's got rebound number 8 now. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter. And they call an illegal screen here.
Just their second turnover of the game. Impressive how mistake-free they've been. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Bailey. Takes a three. Hits a three-pointer. Bailey's got 12 now in this quarter.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Carter, the pass to Diggs. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. For Miami, they've gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Stolen by Carter. Simons outside. Pass to Carter. Here's Salong. Now Grady Dick pulls up. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Outside, Williams. 51 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Doherty. And here's Ivy. The three is up. The shot that time not on target.
They really have a...
Shoot.
Oh, get some!
Yeah! And one.
Go, baby!
Who's got air free? Carter. Carter! Hey, yo, get on Anthony. Watch up. This. New play. Yep.
And you can tell it's the playoffs. Welcome, everyone. To Game 2 of this exciting NBA playoff series. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Victor Wembanyama. He's out there with Harper. Ginobili out there with Sabonis. Pass to Wembanyama. Sinks the triple.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Here's Micic. He's guarded by Harper. Fires from the wing. One shot is good that time.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Wembanyama sets a screen for Ginobili. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Bangs home the trifecta. Wembanyama's got 6 points.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Micic. Memphis moving that ball around. Hands the shot from the wing.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Back to Wembanyama. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. He's got 8.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From downtown, and he's good on the 3-ball. Here's Ginobili. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And again, it's Oklahoma City with a 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
A 3-pointer, no good. The Thunder leading by 4. Wembanyama finds Ginobili. A outside Harper. There's the three, and the Thunder another three.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pass to Edgecombe. Lets it fly. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. The Grizzlies making a change here. Achua's checked in. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Drills it from outside.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Edgecombe. Tries it from 19. Sabonis grabs the board.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Wembanyama passes to Henderson. Back to Wembanyama. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Micic. To the left side wing. Back to Achua. Offline with his three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Wembanyama. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Pass to Edgecombe. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Henderson, no one around him. That falls nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Micic, the pass to Achua. Here's Micic. He has yet to score. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
For 3, Henderson. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Micic, the pass to Achua. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Micic. Here's Edgecombe. Lets the 3 fly. Micic can't hit. From deep three-point territory. That one, no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Thunder out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. You are back with us live as we bring you continued coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Johnson is out there at person. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Ellison in at the 5 spot. Here's Ellison. Johnson sets the screen for Henderson. A three-pointer is right on target. Henderson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Person kicks to Ginobili. Henderson outside. Back to Ginobili. Over Westbrook. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Henderson. Ginobili's got his first bucket in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Thunder leading by 16. Pass to Henderson. Honor Ginobili on the wing. The three. It's hauled in by Ajua. The Grizzlies shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Micic, right wing, and here's Westbrook from the arc. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Henderson, bounce pass, Person, and a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Micic. Out to the right wing. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Hard away against Ginobili. Now here's Henderson. Got a piece of it. Hits the jump hook.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. 4th, Victor Wembanyama.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Pass to Edgecombe. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he can't hit the second. The Grizzlies trail by 18. In the tray. He's got 15.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Micic. On the wing. The Thunder pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. Ginobili outside. And the three ball is good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Here's Micic. Scoreless thus far. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
And the Thunder another 3.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
It's up a 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for Oklahoma City. The lead is 15. They came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
Yeah, and that was a solid effort on their part. Pretty much what we would have expected, and everything seemed to go according to plan.
I think the key, they had great energy, stayed super focused, and never let it get too close down the stretch. Didn't feel them breathing on them.
Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Hardaway comes in for Mark Williams. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Micic. There's 1:59 left in the first half. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see Scoot Henderson go to the line here. They get Russell Westbrook. Oklahoma City shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. West side.
.157 left in the second quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Outside Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Pass to Edgecombe. All sorts of time. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Henderson against Westbrook. Harper wide open. Again, Oklahoma City.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Westbrook passes to Hardaway. Three-pointer. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside Harper. From deep. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them, make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommend. Looking at this series, that is more than enough of.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. Memphis has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Three-pointer, buries it from three-point range. He's got 26.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And for the Thunder, they've got Sabonis. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Hart. Then there's Ginobili. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. The fourth spot held down by Manu Ginobili.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Puts one up from 19, and it's Memphis with another.
This guy's been great, no doubt about it, but it hasn't been enough to get them where they want to be.
But Trey, no good that time.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Micic. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wembanyama with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 18. Outside Harper. Wembanyama outside. Good, and it's Sabonis with the assist that time. Wembanyama's got 15 points.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And how about his athleticism for a big man? Capella is able to make plays above the rim.
And here is Ginobili from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 33 points for him.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
And Wembanyama outside. And the Thunder, another 3.
And you could see Wembanyama was eager to get those 3 points back.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Grizzlies trail by 20. From 17 feet out. And the Grizzlies take on 2 more.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now here's Ginobili. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
Here's Micic, still without a basket. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
The Thunder leading by 15. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Memphis has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jacks up a three, and again it's Memphis with the three.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Micic. Fires the three. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Harper kicks to Ginobili. The kick out to Sabonis. Ginobili bounce pass. Right side Sabonis. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Cabela's got 4 rebounds in this game. Again, Memphis.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Now Ginobili takes a three. The rebound by Micic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I'm surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Thunder leading by 9. Henderson outside. Launches a three. Johnson, he's checked in for the Thunder. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Outside Hardaway. To the left wing. To the middle. Stolen by Ginobili. At the top of the key, Henderson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 20.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Hardaway. Now, here's Achua. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Achua. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Puts up a deep three. Hands it from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 12.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Thunder. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. Mark Williams is out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Edgecombe. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edgecombe for the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side, Harper. Wembanyama outside. 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Edgecombe. Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Williams, a screen on Harper. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. And again, Memphis no good. The Thunder leading by 15. Pass to Henderson. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Hardaway. Yep, it counts. Hardaway's got his first basket.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Henderson for 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 5th assist in this one. Timeout called by Coach Isola. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Russell Westbrook comes in for Achua. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Takes the 3. And the Thunder another 3.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And here are the Grizzlies now after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Westbrook. And again, Memphis no good. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. They set the pick. Back to Wembanyama. And the Thunder.
Yo, get on him, yo! Get it! Come around! Go over it! Let's go, fellas. Tee up on Russ! Hey, Betty, woo-woo!
Rebound! Hey, Mayo!
Watch outside!
Grab that!
Crash that force, man!
Screen! With the foul!
Hey! I got you!
Hey, Johnson!
Buckets!
Keep taking that, man.
Get on OJ!
Chelsea! Mayo!